No. Why the fuck was that not working then? What have I changed? If error is none, make a new file logger. I don't know what the difference between those is. Might have to come back to that later. Maybe this is like a to-do. What the fuck happened here before? I'm sure I'll remember that. I'm sure. Okay, so alright, so we have the player that won, we have how much money they had, and we had how much they won by. So let's crank this up a little bit more. Alright, that looks good. Alright, and then can we run that a little bit more? Is that still... Okay, that's a reasonable amount of time. I can live with that. Stats. No, I'm definitely gonna overwrite a file if I call it stats. Results.csv. Alright. So unfortunately getting RStudio on Geeks is a massive pain, so we're gonna see how we do with R. So just tidyverse? No, it's like Doppler, I think. Yeah, I've been running Geeks for I think 3-4 months. And occasionally things like this happen where software's not packaged and you've got to figure out how to do it yourself. And like I've written a few package definitions. I packaged Moscow ML for the non-Geeks repo. But things like, if I show you the problem, oh, I deleted it, so I can't show you the problem. So basically, it's trying to load dynamic libraries that I don't have in my current profile, and figuring out like where do I get all these dynamic libraries from, like which packages do they exist in, is a bit of a pain. There definitely is a library called Doppler. Fuck off. Okay, this might take a bit of time. Yeah, I've been longing for the days of Arch Linux where everything was just in global state and my programs just worked and I didn't have to worry about it. Oh, it was great. Like, I get the theory behind Geeks and I like it. I like what they're going for. It just doesn't work. Oh, are you serious? Isn't Doppler in here? Tidyverse. Oh. Lots of rough edges, yeah. Yeah, so I got the tidyverse. Can I use it? Oh, it's just tidyverse. Alright, it looks like we're doing stats ourselves. It looks like we're not using R for this. Why isn't this working though? Oh. Oh. I think I need a C compiler. Ah, I do. I do. And maybe a C compiler is something I should have in my global install, right? Maybe I should just, or my profile rather, I should just geeks install Clang toolchain or something. That's maybe a fair criticism of the way that I'm using geeks. But I don't know, it feels like I don't always need a C compiler, right? Like maybe I shouldn't always have one installed. I don't know. You don't keep one globally, yeah, right. Do you keep the Rust compiler globally, or do you do it for every session? Because you're mainly a Rust programmer, right? Well, mainly. Nope. Okay, yeah, that's sort of how I try to set things up as well. Um, I don't know, maybe I install too much software, but I pretty much always need the C compiler sort of at arm's length. Not arm's length, that's kind of the opposite of what I mean. I always need it close by because software just needs it. Short-term convenience, but long-term. Oh, really? Long-term pain. Okay, just having a Rust compiler in the global namespace, or not global namespace, but you know what I mean. Hmm. I can't. It's not clear to me why that would be true. Other than the fact that you just have to know you always have Rust installed. Haha, shots fired. Hmm. Ah, right. Right. Because Rust up is the preferred way of doing that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I don't know how I feel about these, Rust up and GHC up, various up programs. I kind of like my package manager to manage my packages. I don't know how I feel about having a separate package manager just for this one package. Yeah. But I don't know, it seems to be the way things are going. I guess they're just tired of dealing with distributions having too many differences between them. Which, fair enough, I guess. This might take a while. I might have to do something else where this happens in the background. Hmm. Right. Yeah. 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 I agree with that. I mean, other than the Knicks part, I personally prefer geeks. But yeah, no, I agree. It still feels like we're a very long way from that happening. The amount of work it takes to just make one tool manage everything is, I don't know, it seems kind of high. I guess we gotta stop writing code. Like, the software is done. We'll just package what already exists. No more software is allowed. You gotta use the Unix philosophy and pipe them together if you want something. Put it on port. Yeah, right. So just so we can catch up. Yeah. Yeah, I really want to like geeks, but I just don't. I hope it's something like if I just keep up with it, it'll continue improving and these rough edges will be sorted out. But I don't know how long that sort of process will take. I did a similar thing with OpenBSD, but it actually kind of worked. The only thing that was not really working when I started was the GPU driver because my GPU wasn't really supported, so it was a bit yikes to use OpenBSD at that time. But then they merged in support for my GPU, and it worked great. I think the only reason I stopped using it is because it kept overriding my bootloader. Because yeah, Geeks does this as well, unfortunately, because it's gone now. But I have two hard drives, one which is just Geeks and one which is like an Arch install. And they keep The Arch install doesn't overwrite whatever else is there, like Geeks or OpenBSD. But OpenBSD and Geeks, every time I boot into them, they overwrite my other install. And it's really annoying. I keep having to fix my boot manager. And I thought, you know, this is probably an OpenBSD problem. If I change to another Linux, it'll be fine. So I changed to Geeks, and it's not fine. Yeah. You know, it's my fault for having two bootloaders. It's probably actually a problem with the EFI firmware, to be honest. I think I'll start with some basic stats. Yeah, me too, fam. I get it. I get it. One day I want to finish this program. Which I started... What the fuck is this? Oh, right. Which I started on OpenBSD, so it has a few BSD-isms, like using error.h, which is apparently not a Linux thing, I guess. Yeah. So it doesn't compile at the moment, I think. It's actually a good question. Yeah, I didn't think that would work. Fuck. Alright. Yeah, so this program is seeing good man pages, yeah. Yeah, it does run. But it doesn't work. Damn. So this is screen recording software. Originally I started it because OBS didn't run on OpenBSD. Sorry, buddy. You're getting banned. Yeah, so this is... Apparently it doesn't work on Linux, but I started this because OpenBSD doesn't have OBS. And the two things I wanted was, one, a quick button to blank the entire screen. The only thing that you can see now is the cursor. You can kind of see the cursors on the recording, and it blanks the whole screen. And the second thing that I wanted, which does work as on OpenBSD as well, is I wanted to be able to hide certain windows. Right? Because I only have one monitor. Most streamers have a second monitor where they put all their shit. I don't. So I wanted to be able to hide windows so that they just don't render. Because what OpenBSD and FFmpeg do, right, is they just capture whatever's in the X buffer. So you can't hide a single window on the screen. Yeah, well, Linux problems. You can't hide a single window on the screen, so I wanted to be able to do that. And that works as well. And currently I can record at roughly 2 streams at 30 FPS each, which is okay. So you can have one streaming and one locally. So I have dreams of one day finishing this program, which is, you know, it would be nice, but I need to get it working on Linux. And I need to fix all the C bugs. But yeah, this was me learning FFmpeg. It's you know, I love that FFmpeg exists. It's fantastic. But holy shit, I don't want to have to relearn this again. Yeah. Guess we can just do this manually while we wait.